Have you ever had a moment when your rabbit's cuteness quietly saved your heart? One of those days when you just feel drained, when work was exhausting, when something hurt your feelings, and you come home not wanting to do anything at all. Your body feels heavy. Even letting your bunny out for playtime feels like too much. You just want to sit there and stare into space. We all have days like that. And then, the second you open the cage, your rabbit, who was perfectly calm just a moment ago, suddenly explodes into a full-on bunny dance, zooming around the room, binkying at full speed, sliding around sharp corners, acting like they just drank 5 cups of coffee. And somehow, the moment you see that little chaos machine flying around the room, you start laughing, without even realizing it. The heaviness in your chest, the fog stuck in your mind, that exhaustion weighing down your whole body. For just a moment, it all disappears. So today, I'd like to talk about those small moments when rabbits quietly save us. This channel is a gentle place to explore the little feelings hidden inside our rabbits, and to help us feel a little closer to them through everyday life. Rabbits may be small and quiet, but even without words, their tiny expressions, their little habits, and the way they stay beside us, can carry so much love. I hope this video helps you hold those precious moments with your bunny a little closer today. There are days when work completely drains you. You spend all day being careful, apologizing, smiling through stress, trying to keep everything together. And even after you finally get home, your brain won't stop replaying the whole day. You don't even have the energy to make dinner. Changing clothes feels exhausting, so you just sink into the couch, staring blankly ahead. Honestly, you don't even want to do bunny playtime today. That's how tired you are. But then your rabbit looks at you from inside the cage, with those watery little eyes, and you cave immediately. So you open the cage, and suddenly, that sweet little bunny who had been sitting there quietly, takes off across the room at full speed. Bink, twisting mid-air, sliding on the floor, almost wiping out, and then immediately zooming again like nothing happened. Running circles around the couch for absolutely no reason. Completely serious about it, too. Like their entire tiny body is screaming, "This is the best day ever." And after all that chaotic bunny energy, they finally flop down beside you, look up at you with those little eyes. And honestly, you can't help but laugh. A second ago, you felt like you couldn't do anything. And now somehow, you're sitting there going, "What even was that?" The weight in your chest feels just a little lighter. Have you ever had moments like that? Maybe rabbits are just being themselves. Running, jumping, doing random bunny things like always. But sometimes, it's that normalness that saves us. Because when you're emotionally exhausted, even hearing "hang in there" can feel overwhelming. People tell you, "You'll be okay," but you don't feel okay at all. And still, you smile and say, "Yeah, I'm fine." Sometimes the more people try to encourage you, the heavier your heart feels. But rabbits don't do that. They don't say anything. They just live beside you, munching hay, randomly sprinting across the room, flopping over dramatically when they get sleepy. And somehow, watching that tiny ordinary life makes the air in the room start moving again. Like your chest loosens just a little. A minute ago, your mind was full of stress and overthinking. And then suddenly, you're laughing at your rabbit doing something ridiculous. And somehow, your heart starts finding its way back to itself. And maybe, just maybe, rabbits can sense those feelings too. Even without words. Maybe they notice when the atmosphere feels heavy. Maybe they think, something feels off today. Sometimes it really feels like they know. That's why they come sit closer than usual. Or suddenly start doing zoomies out of nowhere. Or flop beside you after they're done. Like they're saying, "Hey, look at me, don't stay sad forever." Maybe, in their own little rabbit way, they're trying to bring light back into the room. They didn't do anything extraordinary. They didn't give advice. They didn't say comforting words. They were just there, running happily, jumping around, flopping beside you when they got tired, looking up at you like they felt safe there. That's all. And yet, before you realize it, you start thinking, maybe I can keep going a little longer. Rabbits are strange like that. They're tiny, quiet, they don't speak, but somehow, they gently slip into the softest part of your heart. Even on days when you felt completely done. When you thought, I can't do this today. You still find yourself laughing at their weird little movements. Still filling their hay, feeding them dinner, cleaning the litter box while muttering, "You're lucky you're cute." And somehow, that body that felt unbearably heavy all day starts moving naturally for them. Little by little, those ordinary moments start moving your frozen heart again. And honestly, if my rabbit hadn't suddenly started racing around the room that day, if they hadn't come sit beside me, I might have stayed stuck in that sadness much longer. That's why I think rabbits are more than just cute pets. Without even realizing it, they quietly hold us together sometimes. What did you think? Rabbits don't encourage us with words. They don't say, "Stay strong," or, "It'll be okay," but through tiny everyday things. Through sudden bunny dances. Through the warmth of them quietly flopping beside us. They sometimes support our hearts in ways we don't even notice. On the days we were exhausted. The days we felt lost. The days we didn't want to do anything at all. I think many of us still remember our bunny's little face beside those memories. So if you'd like, I'd love to hear your stories too. Tell me about a moment when your bunny saved you. Or something adorable your rabbit did that stayed in your heart. Those small memories might gently comfort someone else too. I hope today brings you and your bunny another soft, warm, peaceful moment together. Thank you so much for watching today.